Good morning, guys. Welcome to this week's vlog. We're just about to get to daycare. Baby had my number one baby, my oldest, had a horrible night last night. Yes, so my eldest had a horrible night of I think the worst night he's ever had. I think he's teething, the big teeth. So, oh my God, poor baby. He's in the car right now. I'm just getting to daycare. He's sleeping. And he woke up from 10 p.m. till 2 or 3, and then at 4 he was up for the day. He could not go back to bed, so I was not with him. I was sleeping soundly with my almost 2-week-old, breastfeeding him here and there during the night, and he was sound asleep, sleeping, so we slept really great. And baby, my toddler, my mom was with my toddler, so my mom came over last night to help us out, and my partner was out with his parents going, what is it called? Snowmobiling. So I forgot the term. So yes, it was a bad night for my mom. Poor her. I'm bringing the baby to daycare right now, my eldest, and then I'm going back home to care for the newborn, get some work done, get some house chores done, and let my mom sleep because she did not sleep all night. And this is what I was saying in the last vlog, is that I have help, so I'm able to do all of these things that I'm doing and uphold my to-do lists, my house to-do list, my work to-do list, my relationship to-do list, all these things, because I have help. But some things are on the back burner. So see, for my girlfriends, I have not seen my girlfriends in so long. None of a lot of my family have seen my baby so far, but not my girlfriends, because I feel overwhelmed and I have to find a time where I know that it would work out. But that's definitely something I want to prioritize, so that's what I'm going to do. This week I already booked, let's say, coaching, so every day there's something with coaching, so I can't book too many things. I have a girlfriend coming over tomorrow. That's good. And then we'll try to do one person per week, so I get to see all of them and they get to meet Sunny and I get to reconnect with them because I love them so much and they bring me so much love, and I hopefully bring them so much love, and I need to see them. It's important. It's easy to get overwhelmed with mom life, relationship with your husband or your partner, and then work, and then all of the things, because it's a lot of people to manage. A household is a lot to manage, for sure. So yes, but I have help. I have the grandmothers, I have help for cleaning, I have help for organizing, we have help for construction if we have projects, and the house is still under construction for so long now, but we're gonna soon finish it because we're getting on top of everything. So welcome to today's vlog. I will take you along for a couple days like we do every week and share my tips and tricks, but my number one tip right now is have help. Right now, it would look crazy if I had not had help last night. I would have had eye bags under my arms. Is that the expression? Eye bags under your arms? That's what I would have. My eye bags would go all the way down because it would be bad. Now we're at daycare right in time for the last time that we can drop off. Let's go. Okay, so we just got home. We're gonna go feed the baby and me. Let's go. As I got home from bringing baby to daycare, I sat down with my mom and we made a list of the cleaning schedule for the house, how I'm delegating certain tasks to my cleaning lady, what I need to take over, what deep cleans I need to do, what big projects I have coming up. And so we did all of that with my mama, and this is what I mean by asking for help. Then in the afternoon, I had to prepare meetings for an HR client, and then I also had a Zoom that I had to attend and participate in for the Jeux Écran challenge with Sonia that we went to the challenge. You guys will see we went Saturday to the event for the challenge, and I was doing that, prepping for the meeting and finishing up a couple things I had on my to-do list for the week. So here was baby wearing while he was napping, and then when I had my Zoom call start with my HR clients, I gave baby to my mommy. So we had a great sleep with the baby. Need to go get ready, bring my mom back to her place. I just look crazy. Bye. Hi guys, I'm wolfing down my cereal. Just had a breastfeeding session. Before that I was on a coaching call and I was breastfeeding right before that. Baby had one boob, but we had a coaching call, he fell asleep. And then I had another boob breastfeeding. It was a great call. He's just playing around now, he's awake. And now I'm gonna film quickly a podcast where I want to talk about taking control of your time and making sure that your time and your energy is protected and that you're protecting it for yourself, your values, and where you're going in life. So it's going to be really interesting. I had a busy day and like that's what I'm working on for myself today, making sure that, like I said today, there's so many messages, so many calls, people are calling me, I have to call people back, I have to book appointments, I have to book appointments for the partner, for the family, for the babies, for myself, like what's taking priority for what reason and when and how am I doing all that. Well, I will share that in today's podcast. Well, I thought I was filming, I was not. So this morning we went to bring my mommy to her car. She helped us out for a couple days. And then, so we had the morning with the family, and then I brought my mom, brought baby to daycare, and then we came back here, had a lunch with a girlfriend who came over, made me lunch. What a sweetheart. It was such a good moment. I'm so glad to have caught up with her. And now we're gonna film the podcast. I just did my coaching call, like I said, film the podcast. I have an appointment to go to. I'll bring the youngest one and my oldest, my partner will pick him up, and then we are gonna come back home, edit and post the podcast and see where that takes us. Good morning, loves. So yesterday we filmed the podcast, then we went to our appointment, and then we came home. What do we do? We came home and obviously took care of the babies. My oldest was already put down, and then I had to take care of my newborn. What do we do? Oh my god, like I have really bad mommy burn right now. This morning we have a coaching at 10. I'm gonna shower before that. The baby is sleeping, I breastfed him. We got the eldest out the door with his papa for daycare, and I'm gonna check about the podcast uploaded. And this is the podcast that I filmed this year, is about like protecting your time, protecting your energy. And that's definitely my mission of the week, because I realized I booked a lot of things. I realized that my baby's 2 weeks old. I need to reel it back in, and I'm not obviously burning out because I'm aware of, okay, like this week is too intense for me, and it's not intense to the point of burning out, but it's intense in the sense of like, okay, I have to reel it back in, have to reprioritize, have to make sure that I'm not booking too many things at once. And what am I booking over what? And what am I saying yes to? What am I saying no to? Who am I answering? Am I just answering everybody on the minute for like 2 days? My mom was helping me out, so I was answering everybody on the spot when they were texting me. And that just creates more files opening, more questions, more discussions, more conversations, and that just overwhelms you, and then you have to answer and all of that. So I'd rather have people know that I'm not available right now to answer than me to call back at another moment when it's a good time for me. So set expectations with people by telling them like, hey, today I can't call, like it's not working out for me. And respect your brain. Like if ever you feel like it's not like a busy day in accordance to like what society would say, but you're overwhelmed, your brain power and the way you're thinking is not clear, like push those calls, push those questions or those conversations to another day where you feel like you'll be more ready and you'll be fully showing up to that. And it's going to serve you, and it's going to serve the person who's receiving you and your brain and your information. It's going to serve them so much because they'll be able to know that they're getting your best version and they're not getting a watered down, very tired version of yourself. So you need to be able to know when you have to pull back, when you have to say no, when you have to do things or certain things that are gonna burn you out versus other things. Like some days I'm able to show up and do all these phone calls, other days no, I want to do work that's alone on my computer, that I'm focusing and I'm creating, or I'm focusing and I'm doing admin work. Like you really need to get to know yourself so you know how to block. And I didn't share this in the podcast, but time blocking and putting certain days for certain things is amazing as well. So if you have a whole bunch of calls, do them the same morning so that when you're already in the call mindset and you're like in a role, you're doing your calls, versus another day where you might want to do all your admin work at the same time in one morning. Another morning you want to have thinking time where you close everything and you literally think and you allow your brain to have connections and make connections of things that you couldn't have thought of before and plan out and strategize. So these are all really amazing tips. Listen to the podcast for more. We're going to sit down right now to see the podcast uploaded. Baby is sleeping on the couch and snuggle me. So this morning was our first time out of the house with my toddler and my newborn, and we went to get Lenny's first ever haircut. Daddy had a work emergency, so we had to go with the two kids. It was so fun. We loved it. Okay guys, it's been a crazy week. But yesterday what I did is I turned the phone on personal. No matter if I had a lot of messages to get back to, I was behind, I put it on personal, and I told people, like a time batch. So I told people that I had to get back to, I would get back to them at a certain time today. So today my priority was kids and those, and I forgot to eat because I did not prioritize that and I did not plan for that. So this is what happens when you have a newborn and you have just more things in your life that are going on. Some things, if you add something else is gonna give. So of course I ate, but I did not eat like a actual meal. Right now we're home, we're making dinner. And you know what you also have to plan for in your calendar is emergencies. If your partner has an emergency or if you have an emergency, you need to be able to pivot and take care of that. So we just had to go get the baby at daycare with my younger one. So essentially we had to pivot there, and I had to ask for help. So ask for help. I was shy, but I called the daycare. I'm like, can you get the baby ready for me at the door so I don't have to run in with the newborn? And it's like minus I don't know what right now. So they got him ready for me. That was super sweet. And you gotta ask for help sometimes. That's just how it is. Now we were playing with the baby. You guys saw we were playing. I'm trying to give him a bit of undivided attention as we just got home and my youngest is sleeping. So I took 2 minutes while we're cooking pasta. I took like 10 minutes while we're cooking pasta and the broccoli to play with Lenny, to have fun, so he gets undivided mommy attention with no baby around because baby's sleeping. Of course we are watching him, but we're giving Lenny our attention. Then it's gonna be bed, and then I'm just going to bed probably. Sometimes other things give, like my sink is filling up again. You know, like, are we gonna answer people's messages, or are we gonna do the sink? Or like, you gotta prioritize and know what's important and where you can delegate. And that's all that we talked about in this week's podcast, so you guys can listen to it if you want. But I keep meaning to show up here and actually show you the hecticness of it and how it happens and how you reset sometimes, and you should and need to reset sometimes. So for me, my reset was like realizing I was in over my head, stepping back, even though you want to do it all when you're in over your head and you want to answer everybody and you just want to get it over with. You gotta really reel it in, take a step back, make some personal time, put your phone on personal so only your partner or whoever you need to be able to talk to can talk to you, and then you literally take 2 seconds for yourself and your family and you regroup. Okay, gotta go, gotta finish dinner. Good morning guys. So Papa's with the baby at breakfast. We slept in with baby. I feel great, but also like overtired, and we're getting sick, so thank God that we did sleep, because hopefully I'm not sick. It is just a sleepy voice. Now I'm gonna go change the baby because he's due for a diaper change. Are you waking up, my love? I'm gonna go change him. He has a little bit of a stuffy nose. He's on the end of that. So we're gonna change him. We're gonna read a bit with coffee, and then we have an event this morning. Event at 12:30 with Sonia and the whole team. So there's a workout. I'm gonna go to say hi and for everyone, for the team to see the baby, but then I'm gonna come back home, as I'm not gonna do a workout because I'm only 2.5 weeks postpartum. No working out for me yet. My abs are shot. Let's go change the baby. Okay, so we just came back from the event. Baby is feeding. My eldest, my toddler, is sleeping still, so good nap. He woke up a little bit, but he fell back asleep, thank God. And then I'm gonna make us some sort of pancakes or French toast, because I'm very down for that, and I want French toast. I'm whispering because everyone is sleeping. My partner was with the baby this morning, so I'm letting him sleep because he did not sleep well. And then we have a whole list of stuff to do, and then we might go to the restaurant as a little family of 4. So it's Sunday morning. We spent some time reading with baby. I read, I had my coffee, and then it was time to go shopping to get clothes because Lenny is out fitting everything. He does not fit in his clothes anymore. So it's time to get some clothes. We had a bit of a drawing session before leaving, and then we breastfed and we left the house with the kids. I hope that this week's vlog was interesting for you guys, that you got some tips on how to avoid burnout and how to reel it back in when you feel like you're overwhelmed. Take some time for yourself this week to be creative, and I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the vlog. There's one every Sunday, and I can't wait to catch up with you guys again next week. Thank you.